Good morning and good evening. Welcome back to the stream. So, last time we had some issues. So, if we try to run the game, doesn't matter for VS Code or the editor, it's just going to exception out at this point here. And the problem is that the output is not very good. Doesn't say anything about. Good evening, Steffi. The output is not very good. It doesn't say anything about what could be the problem, where it's hanging up. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to try to get logging just a bit better. So hopefully there's something about log severity. Godot log severity. And yeah, once that's finished, once this is fixed and the game works again, then we can go back to working on the prototype. So, to make Godot log more severity. Something that I should find. Okay, I guess let's try small deploy with file system, visible collision shapes, debug, customize, keep debug server open. I'm currently working on UI and GUI if you're wondering. Oh, nice. What kind of parts are you going to be making of the UI and GUI? Like just specifically like the main menu stuff or like item panels, stat trackers, I don't know. Notifications, panels, and main menus. Okay, nice. Yeah, I'd like to be making something, I don't know, just visual too, but I didn't get time to fix this issue yesterday, so I guess today is gonna be a fun old day of figuring out how to get better at logging, which is funny because that was basically what I had to do for the second half of my workday yesterday, just figuring stuff out through logging. So let's go. Let's see if Godot actually has anything for that. I really hope it does. I have no idea how the hell that would work, so you're on your own for this one. Oh yeah, this is on the one hand, this is probably not going to be that. This has the potential of being pretty simple or being pretty bad. Um, so let's just see what's going to happen. So error settings, debug, network, remote host, debug adapter. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. Wait, I'm not looking for a debug. I'm looking for logging. No text completion. That's not it. Logging. Application run. Delta smoothing. File logging. Okay, enable file logging. Sure. Wait, what is this? Shoot logs all output and errors messages to files. See also debug file logging log path. Huh, okay. Sure. Debug. Debug file logging log path. Debug file logging. Max log files. Yeah, sure. And application rush run flush std out and print. Run. Disable print. Alt space menu main lib type. Flush std out. on print. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, that looks fine. I guess let's just go through everything then. Config, version, custom user dir, doot, doot, doot. Run. Nothing here. Nothing up here. Okay. Window. Borderless. Always adopt slash title. Keep screen on. Mode disable. Keep handheld orientation. Vsync display server. No mouse cursor animations. Audio editor. Movie writer. Okay. Naming. No name. Num separator. No name spacing. Run. Or export. Version control. Physics. 3D. Debug. Okay. Max functions. Max crash handler. Please include this when reporting the bug to the. Okay, verbose std out. That's already something. Verbose something is usually a good sign that it's gonna help with debugging, but not quite sure if that's enough. But let's say it is. User logs, good with a log. Okay. Warnings. Yeah, this is warnings. This is fine. Shaded language. Canvas items. Shapes. Compression format. Rendering device. Textures. This is great. This is one of those reasons where, oh, I would never go into the config settings just for a nice read of what's available. But since I'm already here and trying to fix stuff, I might as well take a look and try to see what's available. Textures. Oh wow, I have been showing this screen, but it's a pop-up, so nothing is seen on stream. So I guess I'm gonna just do, I don't know. So okay, so um yeah, let's go like that. Okay. Now there's going to be something more interesting on screen. Okay. Though I guess I can also do like, okay, that, and then what does Godot look like? Okay, goes like that, like so, to here. That goes 1, 2, 3, 4. That looks like Godot. You might be wondering, how is this helping to fix the issue? It is not. It is purely for my and yours amusement. And then what's at the middle? Godot logo. Yeah, that. Okay, yeah, there's supposed to be like a gap here. There you go, and then that, that. Okay, and then that. There we go. Good enough. I mean, it's close enough. Yeah, close enough. Okay, let's get back to project settings land. First PNG compression method, default filters, GL compatibility, rendering, driver, limits, lights and shadows, 2D, shader compiler, reflections, global illuminations. Oh my god, the Brackeys Game Jam has started. I had no idea. Oh, yep. Brackeys started. I thought it had started a couple of days ago, but or has it like started? Brackeys Game Jam. Oh, it's now over? Oh yeah, I guess it's now over. Yeah. The theme is called the theme is calm before the storm. That's quite interesting. Wait, then I'm looking at the wrong game jam site. Game jam. Wait, it should show up in the channel. Ah, okay, yes, the Breaks Game Jam 2024.2 has just begun. Yeah, calm before the storm. Yeah, nice. Yeah, most likely looked at the older one. I've actually never participated in a Brackeys game jam, but yeah, definitely not going to make it for this time since that I do not have, I guess, the mental capacity to start one right now, but I would definitely like to participate in one. Neither have I. Okay. Yeah, but the theme is definitely cool. Calm Before the Storm it's a nice theme since it just lets you. It's really well suited for game jams since it's already something that talks about being chaotic, and stuff that is chaotic is fun to look at even when it's done quite simply. I don't have the skills to participate in one lol. I take forever to code and make art. Hmm. Uh, I understand, but have you ever thought of like participating with someone else? Like I know if some people you know are friends that have coding skills, or maybe just joining a an impromptu team. Like for example, the GMTK Game Jam has like a whole section for people to just write that, hey, I'm by my own. Um, I have with one of my friends. Okay. Since, yeah, I would say doing a jam completely by yourself is definitely quite the challenge. And also not that, well, it's both quite fun in some ways, but also not enjoyable in others. And if you feel that it would take quite a while to do the coding parts and you'd like to do something else, it's definitely more on the rough side then. Um, but yeah, if you're doing it with other people, then it's definitely a lot of fun. Yeah. Yeah, and it definitely is challenging. It's such an interesting thing. Like there's a meta for doing game jams, and what they really teach is how to do really, really quick prototyping, and also how to have teamwork in tight deadlines, I guess. But the prototyping stuff is definitely where it's the most incredible. Just because, 1 second, what am I trying to say? Yeah, game jams have taught me the most about how to make sure that a prototype that I'm trying to do is actually done fast, because that is the whole idea of prototypes. Prototypes are supposed to be fast. They're not supposed to be super duper accurate. They're best when they are the simplest form they can be, to just kind of be there and show what they could become. And then once you have a prototype, it can actually work for its purpose. Like, that's at least for me what the purpose of a prototype is to just fuel the ideas of the project with even more ideas, and also to just be a jumping off point for people when collaborating, that okay, this is what we have now. So instead of everyone having some kind of idea in their head, and then we're trying to merge all of those ideas, and then the more ideas we merge, the more complicated we get. Instead, we have, okay, let's make the simplest prototype possible and then build on top of that. So when people are now talking about something they want to do, they aren't saying, oh, I have like this idea and it's going to work with this system that someone else is working on. And you technically don't have any way of knowing if those two systems are actually going to work. Instead, now you can say, okay, I am just upgrading this part of the game, and I'm also going to use that other part, so I need that other part to still work if someone else is working on that part. And it's actually super useful. It helps a lot to collaborate, definitely, but also from a solo person's perspective, it also to just keep a sense of clarity that, oh, okay, this, I'm improving this. By improving this, I have broken this. I need to take care of that. And there's nowhere, at no point in time, there's that dreadful step of, okay, I've made these separate parts. Now we need to combine it all, and that it just absolutely doesn't work. Um, Things can still not work, but I find that there's a lot less of those. Oh, now it's time to merge everything together, and something needs to be absolutely rewritten. Um, yeah. But on the other side, it's just fun. It's a really nice pastime. I did on a weekend like a presentation to people about how game jams are for everyone, that everyone really can participate and find their own place. Um, of course, it is. Any creative pastime is fun. Oh, yeah, yeah, definitely. And it was just interesting to try to go back through my experiences and memories and the people that I had invited or had seen game jams and just see, okay, what could a writing person do in a game jam, or what could someone with more interest in finance or economics, and then you can get into it that, oh, there's like plenty of stuff that they could do with in terms of game design, in terms of some background writing, some promotions, socials, etc. And yeah, like there's definitely, or just go even on the flip side. Like my fiance is an awesome writer, but she instead decided to do music for the game jams, and she has like this 8-bit esque. Well, it's not at 8-bit, but just um like little tunes that made she made for our last 3 games, and I've been trying to get them to play on stream, but I just hadn't really um come up to it. So hopefully that will be something I add in the future. Um, because I think that it would loop quite nicely and it would just be some idle background, which might be nice. I don't know. It's oh yeah, I'm still gonna use it. I'm gonna try it at least. And if people don't want the quiet stream, that might be something I will take a look at too. So shading, camera, etc. Oh yeah. Speaking of how you said you've participated with one of your friends, what was the game? What did you make, and in which game jam? Pairing opening star shaders, memory limits, devices, compatibility, print tablet, buffering, pointing, layer names. That's not it. Files and imports. Navigation, avoidance, baking, add-ons, I'm GUI, config. Ooh, there's a config file. Okay. Oh, nothing much. A simple top-down shooter based off of timing.io. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Set username. Okay. W. Play. So what is this even about? Oh, it's like Okay, it's like a evolution simulator, kind of like I only know of a Warcraft free mod that is kind of like this. Oh, and you basically have free players right now with just an insane amount of points. Okay, oh, and you like make tools and stuff. Okay, this is cool. I did not expect this to be um on like that this would work as an Agario game, but yeah, it totally works. Nice. Leaf page. And I don't remember which gen it was. I'm not even sure the game exists anymore. Sort of. It's a mix of top-down shooter and Pokemon. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, sounds fun. I actually never tried doing a um, what is it like the style games where is it called fake online? Well, not necessarily fake online, but the games where you can just have lots of people join in and then try to play it out. Um, I guess I avoided it since it has two reasons: multiplayer and also just a lot of moving characters and elements. Like if you're trying to fake it a bit. But at this point, I might even give it a try for some jam. Um, okay, so that's everything for that. Input localization global plugins, import defaults. No logs here. All right, let's try to run the game. Errors. Yes, we're getting messages. Okay. Failed to open JSON file. Social club Vulcan layer.json. What? What even is that? Social code. Why is it trying to open Rockstar Games? Do I even have GTA? What are you trying to do? I'm trying to fix the game that it would actually start, like fix the engine, the editor that it would start the game, because right now it doesn't want to start. It just shows me an error and I have absolutely no idea what's wrong. Um, okay, yeah. The drawing is still up there. Let's just quickly disable the drawing for now. But yeah, like all I'm getting is that could not resolve class condition. And then if I take a look, you couldn't resolve condition in no condition, right? If I take a look here, this is all that I'm getting. Just an extends and then condition. And condition is fine. Like condition is found, etc. And I didn't really change anything between the other two classes. So I have no idea what's wrong. It's because of the beginning, like the ending of the text? No, that's not it. It's very weird, and I'm confused that there's not that much being logged either. And this is even more confusing. Why do I have messages about Rockstar Games out of all things? Yeah, like Rockstar Games, Social Club, Vulcan Layer. Wow, that is fascinating. I don't know why the game is trying to load stuff from your social club Vulkan layer. Is this part of I am GUI? Editor settings. No project settings. Plugins. Okay. Disable. Can't use git node if absolute professionals have the active scene tree. Oh, okay, yeah. C++ source. Drivers, Vulkan rendering context, driver, vulkan.cpp, debug, messenger, callback. Okay. Right. Yeah, that's still the error. Okay, push warning. Uh-huh, okay. No, so it's still showing that, so maybe it's not the plugin. Yeah, not seeing that. Rockstar out of everything. Yeah, that is like you would tell me any other company name, I would say okay, not every other, but like just some generic company name, I think, oh, this is definitely something completely wrong with file paths. But Rockstar, I am getting suspicious. I am getting a little suspicious here. But it might just be that Rockstar has some, I know, open contributions to Vulkan, and maybe something got left in the files. Do you have GTA on your computer? I shouldn't. I believe I have deleted. Yeah, I don't have it on this PC. And on any, I think I've already returned the game. Yeah, this is such an interesting log. I'm thinking if I should do something like post it to Godot issues. Oh, then I have no idea where the Rockstar files could be coming from. Yeah, this is incredibly weird. I guess let's try searching for it. Godot. Rockstar. Godot Rockstar Games Social Club. Oh, okay. Here it is. There's actually something written about it. Weird Vulkan debug message running Godot editor or any project. I think it has to do with the fact that my computer believes I have Vulkan installed for GTA 5 still, but the game is long gone. However, I think some residue might be left of that Vulkan context that Godot finds and tries to interact with, but fails and thus causes the weird bug message. The project runs fine, but it throws a random message at me. When I run the editor from a command line, the console window is gone for me. It throws the same message, but still runs well. Uh, First step is question mark. Seriously, don't know what is up and how to reproduce, but probably involving deinstalling Vulkan driver, download a game using Vulkan, run said game, then deinstalling said game, and then run the editor. A duplicate of this. In case anyone else stumbles upon this and the Rockstar Game spyware is definitely not installed, delete the corresponding key in the registry under, and the error will be gone. Okay. Gotcha. Right. That's simple. Okay. Yeah, so I guess that's not the issue. That's just a random. Try using the Godot a Reddit page, they usually spawn quite quickly on there. Oh, okay. I hadn't thought about that. I will take a look. Go to Reddit. I'm gonna have to make an account. Hmm. Oh wow. These are some interesting looking projects. With race tracing? Maybe? That looks like a Clayman like demo. That's cool. Yeah, where was I? Yeah, I never tried just Googling, so I will try that and then I guess I will go to Reddit to find post an issue. Godot could not resolve class though defined. Could not resolve class. Okay, yeah, so there are a lot of people saying that it just might be that um, a generic error somewhere inside the code and that's causing it to not show up properly. So I have an idea. I'm going to commit everything right now. Sign happy PNG, acquire cheese, just all the resources, the scripts, pop up, yeah, all these scripts, action. Wow, I haven't committed in a long time. Project, right. Technically I should stash, but that's fine. Commit before troubleshooting. Okay, that's done. And now I can start breaking things a little bit. So first up, this definitely shouldn't be the issue. My return 0. Okay. Then what did I do last with condition? Condition dot. Wait a minute. Why is condition capitalized here? So it's lowercase here, but it's capital case here. Scripts. What? Okay, that's interesting. Okay. Yeah, condition changes condition. So I'm preloading constants. Okay, let's try that first. No more constants preloading. Yes, condition. Wait, what? Is this working? It worked for a second. What did I do? Wait, what? Okay, this is very, very confusing. Am I showing stuff on screen now? Yeah, I am. So let me get this straight. If I have nothing running, right? If I just go, okay, the object param, okay, it's just warnings. If I run the game, it fails to parse condition, and then I just continue. I continue again. I keep continuing. Invalid assignment of property or key is completable with value of type bool on a base item of type ref counted. So that is now an error. Failed to load condition dot resource. Okay, so condition parse. Move somewhere else. Okay, so I guess goal.gd. Here was is completable. Wait. Okay, goal completable. Goal resource. A goal can be completable. Is completable is breakable. Huh. Okay. Okay. That's so a condition is completable. Yeah, that is definitely something. But is this just that I am yeah, so goal is completable. Okay, so I have just missed one, or I have deleted it accidentally right now. More likely, I have deleted it accidentally at this point. Goal. Huh, okay, yeah. Why is this removed for some reason? Is completed. Completable, completed. Yeah. Okay, that's done. Condition, continue. Could not preload resource file be sad TRES. Action list 23. Okay. Action list 23. Assets, data goals. Okay, yeah, that's definitely an issue. Be sad. Actions, be sad. So yeah, so there were errors. I guess I just worked too quickly and didn't try stuff beforehand. Continue, parser error. Parser error, but this parser error is about nothing. Array out of bounds. Each cheese GD9. Eat cheese GD9. What was your past? Okay, return condition upper. Okay, this is fine. And I'm getting condition GD at function condition 50. Yeah, so it's just acting on that script. Is this a partial sleigh in terms of UI? All right, let's take a look. Oh, nice. Yeah, definitely. I like the book aesthetic. Oh, and it could also like I guess flip in a way, but just having the bookmarks, it already kind of shows that, oh, this is like where how many screens there are, or just like a general like extra detail. I like it. Like, is this font hand drawn, or is this some kind of custom pixel font? Yeah, that's the plan. Nice. No, it's a font that comes with AC Sprite. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, looks good. Definitely. It kind of gives off that the aesthetic that this is gonna be, I assume, medieval, but also not grim and dark, and more in a more colorful aesthetic. I do plan on adding in my custom language into the game, but for now I'm using English. Gotcha. Oh, but is everything gonna be in the custom language, or just is it? It's like, is it gonna be for functional purposes, or is it gonna be more aesthetic? Like functional being that people are going to have to try to understand what the language actually means, and all of the language elements are going to have their like direct translations. Okay, going back here. No, the language is a mix of my custom language and English. I do plan on having a gameplay design around that custom language. Cool. It's more or less just the English alphabet with added lines and dots. Gotcha. Okay, yeah, that sounds fun. Um, I just the subtle detail that it is a different world. I think it's gonna have a pretty nice effect. Font design is actually a very interesting topic. Well, at least to me, it's. I would assume that, oh, fonts are just there because they look better in certain cases, but actually, it's a whole. I would call this science, but also there's very much a lot of intentionality in the way that fonts are designed for different purposes and different goals, and it's actually quite specific. And there are certain rules that you really can't do with fonts, and it's just all something that we got to learn when in a module that was about just graphic design. and fonts was something that we talked quite a lot about, and why they are in certain times the way they are, and how there are people who are specialized in as font artists, and what that entails, etc. And I know it was really fascinating. You would think that fonts are only there to serve like the content that they are showcasing, but no, actually, the fonts themselves can have quite a lot of detail inside them as well. Okay, parser error, still nothing here. Non-existent function parsed in base G script. Base functions 81. 81. Okay, yeah, so now we're breaking. Now conditions are. So, okay, this makes sense now. So I can continue because condition. This is like. This is not compiled, this is interpreted. So it just finds that, oh, okay, this doesn't work. Well, I guess I'm going to keep on going. And that is why it just kind of jumps through. So just for the sake of trying, I'm going to go if pickups list dot size is equal to 0, print remove this pickups list size is 0, return. Yeah, nothing, no action, just return. So I had no idea there's actual people centered around fonts. Yeah, there are font and artists, and like not even just like somewhere hidden away, but they have their own how do you call it? Not that word, at least I think. Font. Oh, exhibitions. So where you can just see kind of the ideas behind why the fonts were created, in what way, and what kind of ideas they should invoke, and in what situations they work and don't. So I think images, font art. Yeah, that's not a big bit, but yeah, it's interesting. Oh, I've heard of those. Yeah. Like our tasks for the module was actually to create, invoke emotions using only font without them having any words in it, and also without any symbolism. So you couldn't just take a bunch of random letters and put them together to show to the shape of a corn cob. You had to be a bit more abstract, and I completely failed that task since I just found a ton of C's and I put them together to look like a corn cob. Wait, I wonder if I actually have it. The university drawing. No, this is not it. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, I don't think I have it here, but I will show it off at some point. Nope, not OBS. Cancel Obsidian. Stream. Show off food in font art. Yeah, so I completely failed that task since I made objects out of letters, but I still got the passing grade, and I knew that I had done it wrong. I just really liked how it looked, and I just kept it. and the um, not lecturer. How would be the one up? Yeah, the professor of that module was a little bit annoyed, but also understanding, and she looked at it and, well, yeah, this looks cute. Like you can pass. Uh, well, at least you passed. Yeah, that was definitely the goal. It's been a long time since I've lost interest in getting any kind of grade above passable in university, even though some kind of perfectionism still kicks in sometimes, and I try to do more than I really should. Unless it's something I'm very much interested in, then I would just do it because I'm interested in it. Okay. 6 a.m. Still not that much progress. I knew there were errors someplace else. I still don't know what's wrong with the condition. So, out of everything that was changed, condition constants, move somewhere else. Okay, maybe it's the static func at the very end. Um, I forgot you live in Lithuania. It's only 11 p.m. here in Canada. Yeah, it's I'm still doing the early morning thing, though. At this point, I'm actually thinking of um, maybe pushing the time by 1 hour forward, but I'm really not sure. The only reason for that is because I thought that it might not be the best idea to wake up and then rush to my PC to start streaming. Just sounds nice to have like maybe an hour or half an hour where I can at least go for a walk outside or do something similar and clear my mind. But at the same time, I don't know if I want to push the schedule of the stream. So, hmm, I will definitely think about it once once I just change my schedule up for everything completely. So maybe then I'll bump the time up to start like half an hour later. Yeah. In terms of the waking up stuff, I don't know if anyone is interested, but I can confidently say that in terms of just waking up at a time that you want, this is definitely a very much working tactic, at least for me. Um, so I guess if anyone else is interested in waking up very, very early, find something that you really, really want to do, and that's probably going to be enough. Well, can't say for most cases, but it might help at least. What was I doing again? Ah, yes, I said I was going to delete some stuff in condition. So this was added, and I don't see how this could be problematic, but let's try deleting that. Still doesn't work. I wonder if I could delete everything in a way. Okay, wait, so I did some fixes. Let's try, okay, partial fixes. This one is definitely a partial fix. I do not understand. Wait, action list. Wait, why had this one changed? Yeah, this one is also fixed. Next goal. This one is also should be like so. Yeah. Okay. Fixes. Right now it's gonna be a little bit more fun. Time to just remove stuff, I guess. So first up, let's remove every goal from Juno. Goals. Okay. Every goal has been removed. Run the game now. Okay. Something happened. Set default and not found in base self. She's in range number 10. She's in range at 10. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So that's just gonna be a pass. Okay, yeah, that was not related. Okay, it works again. Perfect. Now I know what to start looking for. Something is working. Finally. Okay, what do I redo? So this one, the skirt changes. Yep, and then cheese and range and condition. Both of you, the skirt changes. Okay. Huh, okay, discard local changes and reload. File new run disk. Discard local changes and reload. Discard local changes and reload. This is supposed to be a lowercase c. Discard local changes and reload, yeah. Scene. Save all. Save everything. Okay, yeah. That's gonna be for later. Oh, wow, it's really not happy about local changes. Okay, and now it should break. What is going on? Okay, everything here is fine. Discard local changes and okay. What is going on? Okay, let's try keep local changes and override. Could not resolve class condition. Okay, now we're back to where we were. Session 1, session 2. Okay. Interesting. I don't know where we have session 1 and where session 2, but sure. Yeah, so this has set default. This is now fixed. Debug session closed. And now if I run it, great, we break where I thought we would. Now I just go back to Juno, go to goals, be sad, and I remove be sad. No, that does not fix it. Is it removing every goal that fixes it? No, it is not that. So it wasn't this. Okay. Okay. Scar local changes and reload. Okay, yeah, so Juno now has all the goals again. So it actually was these. This and that. No. So if I stop now, if I remove all of Juno's goals and save, now it doesn't work again. What did I miss this time? I am so confused. Does that toggle random follow button have any use? Yes, it does. It's a button that makes it so right now I have a camera that just constantly follows one of the characters, so the dragon or Juno, and if I toggle it off, it just makes it so that the camera is like forever follows the same character that it last followed, and it just helps with debugging. And I didn't find a way to do it with I am GUI, so no, it wasn't that. I wanted it to work on both the Godot editor and also VS Code. So yeah, that is why I added it. It's completely for debugging right now, just to see what's going on, and that I wouldn't have to like wait quite a bit for something, like for the camera to change which character is following if I want to see if something happened. The more I look at this, why is the condition not working stuff, the more I am just absolutely confused. Because I did get it. I did manage to get it working. Save all scenes. Yeah, saving all scenes. Yeah, unable to write, makes sense. Save all scenes. On the bright side, that makes sense. Eventually, I'll have to do something similar as well. Oh yeah, definitely. I would say, especially for games that have something that is simulation-esque, definitely invest some time in tools, because that is going to be something that is really going to help. Like, it is at some point, some things are easier to solve. Like if we're, for example, talking about code, some things are easier to solve through code, but the things that are easier to solve through tools are really difficult to solve through code. So like I'm just talking about like problem troubleshooting, and it's nice to have the tools that would help to actually test stuff, like ways to speed up the game, or ways to teleport somewhere, or spawn a character, toggle a character's data, flip some stuff. And if the only way to do these kind of changes is to, like, let's say, rewrite a character's stats or wait for the game to get to a certain point, it's gonna be a very long and difficult process. Commands and dev tools is what you mean, right? So, in a sense, yes, but it's also, I guess, yeah, dev tools is the right approach for it. But like, just to give an example, right? A game that I worked on, it's the very first game that I worked on. It had absolutely wonderful tools for just testing the game. So it had stuff where, for example, you could load a certain scene of the game just out of any point in the game. Like if you had the tool, the version like running, you could load any point in the game. You can then flip any kinds of interactions that were available in that sequence, like just to test if, like, okay, let's make sure that these characters are now present in this scene. So you could flip that. You could flip that. Okay, let's make the game run at like 10 times the speed so that you could travel a lot faster. Um, let's make this character start playing this animation to see if it works in this angle. Um, okay, now let's save everything that we had just done into a file and make sure that once we're testing this again next time, we can load it up and see if it works. Okay, we have loaded up this sequence and maybe we have some kind of checks that we want to do just to make sure it doesn't break. Let's automate that and make a thing that just automatically loads those states and then just tests something out to see if it still works with some kind of newer change that we made. Like, that was such a cool experience because I could see that it was a game that really, really invested heavily into having good tools that weren't just like tools that, oh, like write this command here and then write or like go into the code, toggle these ifs and then that will happen. No, it was like really, really good Unity tooling that was specifically made for that project, for that game, and it was really, really nice. It was a joy to work with, honestly. Like, and that's something where, yeah, like having then the tools, even early on for your own game, can help massively. Like right now, even the UI stuff that shows the attributes that every character has, those are really helping me just solve some cases and also just to see what's happening since at this point, like Juno has like something over like 45 attributes that can change periodically, and seeing what's happening is just really, really nice. Furco18HN, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Like there is just to kind of jump, there is, I believe, a limit to it. Like if your tools are if the tools that you make kind of surpass the game that you are making, it can get a little bit out of sync. So this is the whole, should you make a game or should you make an engine question? You should make a game. Like there are a lot of arguments for why you should just start making with a game, because making an engine, like the basic TLDR of why is making an engine from a game is a lot more how do I say this? An engine made from a game is a lot more likely to be used than a game made from a standalone engine is to be finished. Like, unless you're making an absolutely general purpose engine, making an engine is more likely to restrict a game, since a game at its very early stages is very experimental, very mutable. It can change tons, like lots and lots. So unless you're making tools that are very general purpose, you are going to have that restrictions. But if you are spending the time to make a very general purpose engine, the question is, do you really need that engine, or is there a faster way you can do it by just making the game? Like, it can overcomplicate things. That I really like the idea that tools evolve with the thing that you are making. So focus on the thing that you are making and let the tools evolve naturally. But also don't completely skip making the tools, because the tools really help to keep the project both fun and also manageable. that's just a it's just something where um I was actually at the very beginning planning to work like make this whole game completely from scratch. Like make a whole custom engine, follow a handmade hero, and then afterwards do like the game on top. And in hindsight, that was a very, very bad idea. And I'm very lucky that I got the chance to work on a custom engine game. So just a game that had a completely custom engine created for that game. And I just saw that, boy, oh boy, it is, on the one hand, once you have the custom engine, it is very nice to work on something that you know that you have full control of everything. On the other hand, it is so error prone, it is so difficult to work with. It has such a long development time, especially if you would do it alone, that it's just it just didn't make sense in my case, since the thing that I wanted to make was not a game engine. I wanted to make a game. So I would have just spent so much time coding that I would probably not have started the project at all. Like it would have taken me years to get the engine going, and only at some point the game would have begun. Like I am not against the idea that maybe at some point this game could get big enough, and then I would just fork it, like fork my changes and alterations to Godot into a separate thing, and it would be just like like wooden Godot or something. I don't know. Like it would just be a custom thing. Like I would call it a custom engine, even though it's derived from Godot. But it would have enough of its internals maybe changed that it would just wouldn't make sense anymore to follow the mainstream of Godot. But yeah, right now there is no idea in my mind to start with the engine. Right now, I am just completely focusing on making the game. And once I see that I'm having trouble with something, that is when I'm thinking, okay, maybe I need to add some tools or rewrite something or add some additions, etc. Yes, of course it is. Making an engine entirely is incredibly difficult. Yeah, it is incredibly difficult. It's a lot of fun to anyone who's interested. Like, it is definitely a lot of fun, but it is incredibly difficult. And also, I would say you need to know very you need to have a really good understanding of what you're making, of what you want to make, that is. If you want to make a game engine, like really specifically a game engine, you don't want to think about game design questions, you don't want to think about specific systems that would drive characters and such, and you just want to make something that would have the purpose of drawing something, of managing memory, of having its rendering loop, its storage, all of the allocators and etc., like all of the low level stuff, then yeah, definitely go for it. Try it. It's a lot of fun. There's some great resources in how to make engines, but at the same time, there that also has some issues that you are kind of forced to making a general purpose engine, since it's at one point or another you're likely going to want to test that engine and try to make something with it. And that is when potential cracks could start showing, because the usability of an engine that is made from scratch without a game that it is referencing to is even harder than making the game, the engine itself, since you're kind of driving blind at that point. Like you're driving blind to the usefulness, like the usefulness of the tool if you don't have something that the tool is going to be making beforehand. Yeah, I know that was just a bit of a ramble, but it was definitely something that I'm really happy that I got to learn, because yeah, if this whole series had started with me saying that okay, let's make the engine, I would have burnt out so long ago. Even though I was really interested in trying to make it myself, and there's plenty of material, as I said. But yeah, I would have gotten to a point where I would have said, okay, I have to try using what I have to make a game that I want, and then I would just completely break seeing that, okay, the engine is nowhere close to being able to accompany my, like, wants to make, like, rapid iterative changes to the game. So yeah, fun stuff. Anyway, going back, the game is still very much brokey. I changed some stuff, reverted those changes, and now I changed them again, and it doesn't work again. Oh wait, this had been removed. Discard this change. Okay. Discard local and yeah. Okay, is it because of the capital and non-capital conditional layers? Could that be the issue? Discard local changes. This is breaking so hard right now. What is going on? Okay, fork. Code. Discard local changes and reload. Yeah. Wow. I guess keep local changes and overwrite. Eat cheese. Action eat cheese. Um, what was changed here? Ah, okay, I know what was changed here. Um, yeah, I am stumped on this one, honestly. It's just not that I can't fix it. I technically found the problem. Well, not a problem. I found the solution for what's fixing it. So basically, there is something in either my characters or in some of the scripts that's making everything not, like, the scripts to just completely not work, like the condition script. And I don't know what it is specifically, since I can delete parts of my code, and then I can delete like some goals from Juno, and then suddenly it will start working. But then if I undo the changes and then redo them, it doesn't work anymore. So I am very, very confused in what's happening right now. Like, it's not one of those cases, oh, where I can reproduce the issues themselves. Also, for some reason, if I make a change, Godot gets very angry and then, like, oh, you've made a change. Would you like to reset this file? And then I reset it and it goes, oh, you've made a change. Would you like to reset this file? And that is just very confusing. I guess I should try going step by step then. I do need a fork for that. I'm kind of getting a little tired and I would like to stop here, but at the same time, I know that if I don't fix this today and I'm going to have to get back to it tomorrow morning, I am not going to be very happy about that. So let's try. So Juno has all her goals removed, correct? Yeah. Let's try also doing the same for the dragon. Okay. Save all scenes. Try loading now. Okay, no. It is not the goals that's the problem. Okay. What is going on with action list? Action list. You are not correct. Discard changes. Okay, he said yes. Save scene. File in use lacking permission. Okay. Right. Okay, that is good. Okay, now it works. Now it works. So, was it just that? Okay, let's try discard these changes. Discard local changes and reload. Yes. Okay. So Juno, Dragon, all have their goals. Valid function get pickup in base node can convert argument one from object to int. So in cheese in range. Okay, yes, I unmute. I have no idea how to help, so good luck on that. Well, yeah, I'm gonna need like some luck. I think I'm starting to find what could be wrong, but I am not sure. I am not sure. 1 second. Okay. Yeah, so I don't idea how help. Yeah, I guess right now moral support is all the help I could ask for. Thank you. Thank you for asking, by the way. It's um it's weird. This is the first time for this project where I am getting the sense of okay, I have some weird, really strange problem that I would sometimes get at work, and I have to fix it. I did not expect it to come up this early, since the game is still not at a state where it's complicated enough where I would expect, oh yeah, I'm like getting memory issues or compilation issues stuff, but here we are. And I really want to understand what causes it, since this has taken enough time that if this happens again and I'm going to have to just go through lots of changes to undo them and then like monkey fix my way out of this, it's not going to be fun. So I'm just kind of looking out for my future self at this point. Um, you never know with code. One day it could be working just fine, and the next day it won't even let you move forward. Oh yeah, definitely. Um, what helps at that point is definitely, so I will preface this that you actually already did something that is very helpful. You suggested that I write about it and ask someone else, and that is very, very good advice. Um, and I am very stubborn, and that is not very good. Like, it has some benefits. If you just spend more time trying to fix something, you're likely to learn better about how to fix it afterwards, or just have a better understanding of it. At the same time, I am being too stubborn for my own good. But yeah. Uh, well, yes, you should always seek help whenever stuck. Yes, that is great advice that I am bad at following. So, on the other hand, I did do a thing. Since I'm prepping for doing this full time, I actually asked my lol. I have the same issue. Who doesn't? Honestly, the people that don't have the same issue, um, they're doing good in life. I don't know. Um, I can just assume. Um, but going back, I actually asked two of my friends if they would like to do like weekly or maybe even more constant meets where we just kind of talk about what we did, what we're going to do, and what went wrong. Like it's a stand-ups in the like work realm. It's quite a common practice. I thought it would just be nice since that would force me to explain to people who are also part of part of the work that I'm doing, explain what I'm doing so that people can question it. Like, for example, right now, this is also very useful what you're doing, Steffi, and why I'm very grateful. You're just questioning what I'm doing and I'm having to explain it. And that is just a very good thing to do since um, having to explain to someone what you're doing just gives a better sense to at least me if I'm not doing something too complicated or something that I shouldn't be doing. Um, it's just a nice way of catching these little mistakes that could cost a lot of time. Like I have had plenty of occasions where I could take a week on trying to fix something, and then someone else does it in a couple of hours just because they have a fresh mind or have a little bit more knowledge or just have the right knowledge to solve it. So, um, yeah, that is something I am really excited to do since I think it would just I think I needed that a little bit at the beginning, just someone to go, hey, but you've spent so much time on this, but this is just a prototype and you have a ton of tasks to do. Don't you want to like do it a bit simpler? And that is, it's not necessary that necessarily doesn't necessarily mean that I would agree and would say, oh yeah, I'm just going to skip a lot of the steps I'd done before. Like I'm still pretty happy with what I've done so far, but it would at least challenge that idea that oh, I need to put this much effort into this at this stage. Maybe I could put in that effort afterwards, like later. So yeah, that's just something I had to think about. Right, going back, what was going on? So, cheese in range 21. Cheese in range 21. So, object world, we don't have, cannot convert argument 1 from object to int. Wait, so get pickup int GUID, cheese GUID in cheeses. So, cheeses is search results. Huh. Okay. Is it just missing a cast? It might be. That could be the issue. Non-existent int constructor. Okay, no, so this is an object. Okay. Let's try doing that and then yeah, okay, so what is cheese? Cheese UID is an object. Yeah, array in cheeses. Okay, object. Search results. Okay, let's take a look through search results. Collector, search results. Found elements dot pushback. So found elements is an array. Okay, good. Okay, cheese in range. Cheese. Wait, sad cheese Jew IDs. Cheese in cheeses. Cheese GUID is equal to cheese.GUID. Cheese GUID. Yeah, that's good. There's already a for loop array named cheese declared in the scope. Yeah. Oh, so I don't even need this. Okay, yeah, that looks good. Okay. We are stuck. We aren't moving, but we aren't crashing. So if I'm correct, so this does not have to be discarded. Okay, cheese in range. This is good. This is good. This is all right. This is fine. So, discard local changes and reload. Okay. Save project. Save all scenes. If I launch it now, it works. Okay, good. And I don't have any destructive changes. Do I have any destructive changes? Like, what is the last commit? Boy, oh boy, I should have, in hindsight, I should have paid a bit more attention here. Okay, so I added that. I added the constants. Is condition like proper? Set default. No, there are no constants. Okay. So constants. Why do you have this removed? Okay, let's bring this back. Discard local changes and reload. Save all scenes. Still works. So if I understand correctly, this was the problem. Be sad. If I now launch this. Yes. We found it. We found it. Hurrah. Alright, it's fixed. It's fixed. I decided to join the GB Jam. Starts in 3 days and the last 10. I should be able to make something playable during that time frame. Oh, nice. Nice. Congrats. Best of luck with the game jam. Wait, is it the Bracky's game jam or is it something? Wait, GB Jam? Oh, no. Okay, GB is about making Game Boy inspired games. Oh, nice. That sounds like fun. Are you going to use Godot too for this one? It's based around Game Boys, so I hope it'll be fast. Yeah, I imagine. Though Game Boy games are pretty advanced too. Yes, I will. What else would I use? Yep, fair point. Though I did find something interesting. It's called Tick 80. So Tick 80 is kind of like Pico 8. I don't know if you've heard about it either, but it's just a small emulator of a console. So I can just, I guess, put the link. But it's just like a small emulator of a game console, like a Game Boy or an NES or something, and it has limitations, but they're placed there specifically just to kind of experiment and try to make small games but in interesting ways. So for example, what I really found really cool is if you go to play. Okay, I'm just gonna get the link since I found this very fascinating. But this is Balmung, and it is basically a Dark Souls-esque game, but it was made with this console, and I'm just very impressed. Like, if you look at it and if you play it, like with modern design choices, and like the graphics here are not that heavy and complicated. I could definitely see this running on a Game Boy Advance. or maybe at least a Game Boy DS. Like the Game Boy DS has some pretty good looking games. So it's just really cool, and I definitely would like to try making some of these like smaller Game Boy esque games and just seeing what happens. The language is Lua and C sharp, I believe. So it's not like it has some learning to it, but it also is very simplistic. As the whole point of it, just to have an environment that lets you have fun making games, like smaller scale games. But it doesn't really. But that doesn't mean that the games have to be small. Like just looking at this game right here, Balmong, it can most definitely be a pretty large scale game. I've never tried using Lua. Yeah, Lua is interesting. It was actually my very first programming language that I ran into, but I absolutely had no idea how to program at that point. I saw it in a Minecraft mod called Computercraft. Then I tried learning it, and every programmer friend I met would get very confused when I would say that, oh yeah, I'm like iterating through numbers now from 1 to 10. And they would say, like, not from 0 to 10? Like, no, from 1 to 10. Just blew things. And it was really fun. But after that, I did switch to more common languages. Like, I think after Lua, it went Java, and then after Java, I had C++ in school, and then it just kept going on, etc. So yeah, basically, it's cool. There's also a paid alternative called Pico 8. It is definitely more known. For example, Celeste started off as a Pico 8 game, and then afterwards it was made into like a fully fledged game. Oh, I'm impressed. You are a master of all languages. I am not a master. I am most definitely not. I wouldn't even say that experienced. I am humbled. I know languages. I have tried a few, but I am definitely no master. Like the only languages that I have like a more experience with are like C sharp and C++. And I get at some point I'm could add GD script to that too. Yeah. I only know spoken languages. Well, at least you've tried them. That's all that counts. Yeah, so I'm definitely happy I have tried them, but I have that realization that the more I try them, the more I actually don't know how they work. Like it's the whole like um knowledge plateau, I guess, thing where you start doing something and then you feel really confident. Oh yeah, I know how to use this, and then you kind of just keep dipping down where you find that there's a lot more that you don't understand. So I'm still in that dipping down point. And then eventually you like have enough experience that actually you do know quite a lot about it. So yeah, but I'm definitely learning, getting to know it more. I really wish I could learn a language called Lisp, since it's supposed to be a very interesting experience because it's very different from other languages. But at the same time, I have just found that for now, my interest in going very technical has kind of subsided, and I just want to make games. And learning GDScript has not been an issue. It has just helped me to make quick games. Like I still think that I could make something faster in Unity with C Sharp, but that's one of my requirements. I have to use open source stuff. So yeah, Godot it is, and GDScript it is, or something else later down the line. But yeah, game dev first, technical stuff later. Yeah. I have jumped through hoops, and I've also kind of lost what I was talking about. Oh yeah, so like very nice that you've sign up to the game jam. Best of luck to you. And yeah, I would say Godot definitely a smart choice, since Godot's 2D stuff is just a lot more manageable than Unity's 2D stuff, and Unity is also just Unity. So yeah. But if you are interested, I definitely say have at least a look at TIC80 or Pico 8. Like, if all the game will have to do is have, like, for example, a character from a 2D top perspective, just moving left, right, up, down, I think it's quite simple to set up there. And also it has like all of its drawing tools like inside of the program itself. So I think it would just be a very interesting experience to have it all in one place and see what could happen. I might use the TIC80 for this one just to spice it up a bit. Can't always be using Godot for everything. That is very true. Changing engines, changing your tools is a really good way to just learn how other places do it. Changing to Godot has been an awesome experience, since I now just know how Godot does it. And it has given me ideas that I could use on Unity if I decided to switch back for something. And same goes for when I had the custom engine projects. Those taught me a lot about like the lower level stuff and how to structure things when you have the freedom to structure it how you want, etc. So yeah, yep. I applaud the idea to go with TIC80. Sounds fun. So I think I'm gonna end the stream here, since I feel like I am rambling on more and more and more. It's been a weird day, but I'm happy. The game is fixed. The game can run. Wait, it crashed somewhere. Oh no, I made it crash. Whew, okay, I made it crash. That's fine. I made it crash. That is intended. Okay, and now it just works. Right. Yeah. Well, then have a good rest of your day. Yep. Have a great rest of your day to you too. Thank you to everyone else for watching. Thank you for the chats, Steffi, as always. And I will see everyone tomorrow. Goodbye.